Brent, Hattie says there's a possibility for flurries in the near future.
Christina Laurie is talking about the Red Kettle campaign and a volunteer shortage that could mean the Salvation Army doesn't raise the money it actually needs. But we start this morning in California, where at least 13 people are dead following a mass shooting at a crowded college bar overnight. That includes the gunman and a Ventura County deputy. The sheriff says that 29-year veteran of the force died a hero when he went to the bar to confront the shooter. There were reportedly hundreds of people at the Borderline Bar and Grill for a college country night. About 10 other people were hurt, but we don't know anything about their conditions. President Trump just tweeted that he has been briefed on the situation.
Back in Wisconsin, the new sheriff-elect up in Adams County is still on administrative leave this morning. Current Sheriff Sam Wolin had put his opponent, Officer Brent York, on administrative leave just a month before the election. That's after the DA there said there was new evidence showing York wasn't consistent in his testimony in a case from 2001 about a jail attack. It's not clear how that situation will be resolved after Sheriff Wolin was voted out of office yesterday. The sheriff and the DA did not respond to requests for comment.
Dane County's Board of Canvassers will meet today to certify vote totals from Tuesday. Those official numbers will then be turned into the state and would be needed before any recount is requested. It appears, though, that's not going to happen, at least not in the governor's race. Scott Walker conceded to Governor-elect Tony Evers yesterday after the closest governor's race here in Wisconsin since the early 1960s.
Evers will now start preparing for his transition into office. That includes putting a cabinet together. He appeared for the first time since winning Tuesday's election at the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County yesterday. He says he's looking for diversity across the state during his transition process. He'll be sworn into office on Monday, January 7th.
Attorney General Brad Schimmel says he will not concede to his opponent until all votes are counted and confirmed. Josh Call declared victory in that race yesterday. As of right now, Call does have a 1% lead. He says he will ensure DNA matches from rape kits are fully investigated and that pharmaceutical companies will be held accountable for their role in the opioid epidemic.
A cloudy and cool start to this Thursday morning. Take a look at the satellite and radar combined this morning. Clouds across the entire area. We may see a few breaks later on today, but generally just a chilly day. As you head out the door, temperatures will be right around 30 this morning, climbing only a few degrees to a high of 36 this afternoon. Light snow starts late tonight.
Thank you, Hattie. Madison police are asking for the public's help fighting a man who robbed an East Side bank earlier this week. You're looking at surveillance pictures from Tuesday night's robbery at the Associated Bank on Shopco Drive. The robber in that situation walked up to the bank counter, passed a note to the teller, and left with cash. He did not show any sort of gun, but you're asked to call police if you recognize him.
Police are looking into a similar robbery that happened the very next day to see whether the two incidents are connected. This one happened at the Associated Bank on Dana Road. Around 4:45 yesterday, a robber reportedly passed a note to a clerk before leaving that bank with cash. Again, the robber didn't show the employee any weapon. No one was hurt.
Police are reminding and urging all of us to be extremely careful if we need to pull over on a busy highway after a man was killed changing a flat tire on the side of the interstate. The Wisconsin State Patrol says an Illinois man was trying to change that tire around 4 a.m. yesterday when a semi hit him on the shoulder of I-90 just outside Edgerton.
Foxconn is denying a report that says the Taiwanese tech company plans to staff its Wisconsin plants with workers from China. The company said it is prioritizing hiring Wisconsin workers. This comes in response to an article from the Wall Street Journal that said Foxconn is asking some of its staff in China to move to fill engineering positions here. Some say the company might be having hiring issues because of Wisconsin's record low unemployment rate right now.
It's beginning to sound a lot like Christmas across Dane County with the Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle campaign kicking off across the area tomorrow. But this year, they're facing a volunteer shortage, struggling to recruit bell ringers. Bell ringers average an average of $60 an hour in donations. That's enough money to pay for someone to spend 3 nights in their shelter. Volunteers must be at least 16 years old to ring alone, but parents are allowed to bring their kids along with them. There are 1- and 2-hour shifts available. You can register to ring at ringbellsdane.org. We have that link posted on the homepage of our website, channel3000.com.
Thank you, Christina. Speaking of the holidays, 2 weeks from Thanksgiving, that's where we're at right now. And the National Retail Federation says holiday spending will likely increase 4 to 5% this year compared to last. That'll be a grand total of more than $720 billion over the holiday season. The Federation's president says that's thanks to a healthy economy and strong consumer confidence, despite some of the impacts of an ongoing trade war.
Lots of old-fashioned drinking and kringle crunching happening up in Stevens Point today. That's where communities from across the state are celebrating the best parts of our Midwestern culture at the Wisconsin Fall Tourism Conference. It's an opportunity for organizations to learn more about how to better market their hometowns, with seminars on things like social media, the best of Airbnb, and how to make the most of a small budget.
6:56 right now. Let's take one more check on traffic with Jason Stone this morning. Hi, Jason.
Hello. No issues on the Beltline as drivers are moving along well. The heaviest volume is on the exit ramps for Stoughton and Verona Road. Light traffic is forming on John Nolan at the Rimrock intersection in all directions, and it's getting busier around North Shore Drive. Traffic is growing at the intersection of East Wash and North Stoughton, and drivers on Verona Road are having some delay at the Highway PD intersection. With your First Alert traffic, I'm Jason Stone.
Thanks, Jason.
It is cloudy this morning as you head out the door early today. Temperatures are right around 30 degrees, climbing just a few degrees to highs of 36 this afternoon. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds later on, but light snow is in the forecast tonight. Tomorrow is an alert day. We're looking at around an inch of accumulation, but it will impact the morning commute.
Good reminder, just take it slow tomorrow. Grab your winter coat. Make sure you download that First Alert Traffic and Weather app as you head out today so you can keep an eye on those flurries. Coming up this morning on CBS This Morning, we'll have the latest on the mass shooting out of California. Stay tuned and have a good Thursday.
Making plans that are weather dependent? Get an accurate 12-hour, even a 10-day forecast. Download the Channel 3000 First Alert Weather app and start planning.